Joining me now, Democratic Oklahoma State Representative Jeannie McDaniel and Jane Robbins, a senior fellow with the American Principles Project. Representative McDaniel, my understanding is you voted against this bill as it came out of committee. What's your objection to it?
Well, I support the College Board and I support the AP classes, and so I was somewhat appalled that the vote came down the way it did. To think 11 people supported it caught me by surprise. Many of them were principals and teachers themselves. And I was actually surprised that we had so many votes against.
Is there some sort of grassroots or widespread objection to the test from teachers and principals, the folks who are actually working in the classroom with this material, to the new AP history test?
No. This was actually a response from Representative Fisher, and we had two AP teachers who had sort of led the charge. But I think, Chris, behind the scenes, it's the bigger picture of what's crossing the nation in some other states doing this piece of legislation to stop this particular AP history test. But in the state itself, we've had overwhelming support from the teachers, the staffs, and today kids began tweeting and emailing their support for AP history, asking us to please allow them to continue to take this.
Jane, you are associated with a group that has been leading the charge against this new test. I saw today Oklahoma, in the latest Education Week rankings, Oklahoma came in at 48 among 50 states. Do you think this will help that if you take away U.S. AP history in Oklahoma?
Well, no, I think it's absolutely not.
Sorry, let Jane answer that.
I think it's misleading to say that the bill, as I understand it, abolishes AP history. I think what Oklahoma is wanting to do, which is what some other states are wanting to do as well, is to look for an alternative. The College Board is an unelected, unaccountable group, and they have essentially decided to transform the teaching of American history and, in effect, usurping state history standards, most of which are much better than this framework. So I think Oklahoma wants to look for some alternatives, and there are alternatives that may be developed down the line.
Well, there's alternatives in the bill, actually. Fisher actually gets into what has to be included. My understanding, though, is that there's objections to things like, for instance, the use of the term white supremacy to describe the views of the founders. Is that correct?
Well, I think what you're finding here is they're objecting to the AP class itself, the way that what the syllabus and what's in the course. This is a critical thinking course. It's not teaching U.S. history. By the time kids get to take this course, they're preparing for college. It's college preparatory. It's actually a college-level course. So this is a critical thinking course using the benchmarks they've already learned about history throughout their 12 years in school or 11 years in school. So this isn't to learn about how history occurred. This is to learn. It teaches kids to think about what they think brought these events about. The other thing I might add here is the College Board has been in existence since 1900. They have a known reputation for developing these courses. What we would do if we went back and developed these by Oklahoma standards would to remove from the kids in our state the opportunity to take the test that other kids that they may see in college in other states have taken that class and gotten credit for.
Jane, this is more than a process complaint with the existence of the College Board and the way they go about this. This is actually grew out of a substantive complaint of what the actual principles in American history or principal moments or approach to the body of facts is, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Jane, please.
This would not have become an issue if the College Board had kept the AP course the way it has been for the last several decades, which is a small 5-page topical outline in which the teachers put in the content based on their state standards. What has happened now is that the College Board's AP course has been radically revised so that now the essential content will be written out in the framework, and that is what the teachers are supposed to teach through the lenses, the very leftist lenses, the concepts and themes of this outline. So that's the problem.
Is it a leftist lens to say that the founders believed in white supremacy? Is that a leftist lens?
I would say that the way the framework phrases that is definitely a leftist lens, and I encourage people to go read the framework. It's online.
That's a matter of fact, right? I mean, most of the founders believed in white supremacy.
Well, what the framework suggests is that the country was essentially founded on white supremacy, and that was the theme that began and then was followed through for hundreds of years in the country. That is what we object to, because the country was founded on so much more than that. There were problems in the country, and no one has ever suggested sanitizing American history so that we don't talk about the problems. But we think that the country was founded on a set of principles that was really revolutionary, radically revolutionary in the history of humanity.
Was the Ten Commandments
And that is what
part
the
of that?
framework doesn't go into.
Do you think the Ten Commandments are part of it, what it was founded on?
Well, the Ten Commandments, the framework doesn't discuss the Ten Commandments, and that's up to state standards to whether they're
No, but Dan Fisher wants
the
the Ten Commandments included.
Well, the problem is, and this brings us back to the problem, the College Board wants to dictate what.
All right, sorry. We're State Representative Jeannie McDaniel and Jane Robbins. Thank you both for joining us tonight. Sorry we ran out of time. All right, that is all in this evening. The Rachel Maddow Show starts now. Good evening, Rachel.
Good evening, Chris. That was fascinating.
It was something.
Yeah, well done, man.